Good morning, Discovery Academy staff and students, and welcome to the All-Star announcements for the week of September 25th through the 29th. First up, let's continue to meet some Discovery staff members who have not been formally introduced yet. I had not had a chance to get their picture taken, so say hello to Miss Jones and Mrs. Mossing if you see them in the hallways, and welcome them. Happy birthday this week to Kyrie Brown on Thursday the 28th, Savannah Finch on Friday the 29th, Amarion Wall, and Josiah McKay this Saturday the 30th. And then kicking off our October birthdays, our Marticela Garcia, Samaya Williams, and Myasia Kincaid all have birthdays this Sunday, October 1st. What's going on this week at Discovery Academy? Well, say welcome to a new staff member. Mr. Ham may be your substitute teacher one day. So he will be visiting classrooms this week with Mrs. Bachman and Mrs. Hinojosa to learn how our classrooms run. Show what you know on those fall NWEA tests that are continuing this week. Remember, your goal is to get the score you got at the end of last year. We have our first family night this week, Tuesday, September 26th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. We have pizza, a coat drive, and a student showcase where your family members will be able to see projects that you have made. Remember, we all pitch in here at Discovery, so students are being given jobs in classrooms, and let's all help to keep our classrooms and our building sparkling clean. This is the last week of September, so our Student of the Month for Flexibility will be announced at this Friday's assembly, and PBIS prizes will be given out next week for earning 100 dojo points in the month of September. Remember, we're focusing on flexibility, which is being able to adjust to change with a positive attitude. Let's take a look at some house stats. Last week's top point earners, we had a tie in a couple of houses. For Altruismo, Diana Braswell earned the most points. For Amistad, Amani Stacker, Eric Hayes, Ezeldine Al-Ghazawi, Ivory Merritt, Jackson Parr, Josiah Potts, and Rosie Zoffman all tied with the highest points earned last week. In Isabindi, Noah Ernest, Sean Stewart Jr., Zaire Coker all tied for top point earner. And in Revere, Amaya Higgins, Demarion Wiggins, Journey Davenport, and Joaquina Russell all tied for the most points earned for their house last week. And on the staff side of things, Mrs. Black and Mrs. Coleman gave the most points this week, meaning last week. Some special breaking house news this morning. The 5th grade house leaders have been chosen. So the 5th graders went through an interview process, gave speeches if they were interested in being a house leader. And our picks for 5th grade house leaders were Jasmine Reiling and Roman Allen for Altruismo. Congratulations. For Amistad, it's Kiara Perry and Josiah Potts. Welcome to being a house leader. Congratulations. In Isabindi, Zaire Coker and Kamarian Lofton. And for Revere, Omar Al-Ghazawi and Lanaya Hand earned those house leader spots. We are still waiting to hear 6th grade announcement on house leaders, so stay tuned. And in the top spot last week, was Amistad. Congratulations, Amistad, for being in first place at the end of last week. Let's see what this week brings. But for now, it's time to smile about all the great things happening in our school. Mrs. Files' 2nd graders are learning American Sign Language to use in class. Mrs. Towers' class 3A earned a compliment in the hallway every day a couple of weeks ago. 6th graders are all set to take their first walk to the Sanger Library this Friday. We hope they have fun. They are also starting a safety patrol, which is very exciting. 5th graders have been starting their mornings off right with positive affirmations. Mrs. Cruzel's students have been working very hard on responsibility in their classroom and taking care of their own supplies. Fourth graders have been creating personal timelines to display at Tuesday's Student Showcase, and they will be acting out folk tales this week. Fun fact for you, did you know that the sum of the opposite sides of a dice block will always equal 7? Check it out if you get a chance this week. And let's finish off with our All-Star Character Pledge. We are Discovery Academy All-Stars. We promise to be safe by following all rules and directions. We strive to work as a team to accomplish the task at hand. We are responsible for giving our very best in all areas at school. We promise to respect ourselves, others, and our school, and we will not rest until our good is better and our better is best. Have a great week, Discovery.